I must say I'm very impressed with the route this year. They've added a lot of new stages, and the quality of the stages is absolutely superb. I think it's going to be one of the best Ulster rallies ever.
I think the Cutlet Sierras are going to be a bigger problem than most people think. They've got quite a significant power advantage, albeit that they're still Group A cars. But I think probably I would prefer to be driving a Manta than driving a Sierra at the same time.
Following last year's winner off the ramp is the Opel Manta of Russell Brooks and Mike Broad.
Bertie Fisher, co-driver.
Local heroes Bertie Fisher and Austin Fraser start in a lowly 11th place, but no one expects them to stay there for long. And there's Dubliner Austin. Now join Russell Brooks and Mike Broad for a tyre smoking trip round the circuit.
Flat left 200. Crispy to slow left and K right. Straight, bad left tightens. Okay.
But here's a man who means business right from the start. Bertie Fisher's time of 57 seconds is the quickest of the lot. Not everyone starts the rally so well, however. This is young Ulsterman Stephen Finlay. Mike Broad calls the pace notes for Russell Brooks, as he plans to for all the 23 stages. That's 130 miles of very fast driving indeed.
Flat crest and flat left. 200. Flat right 50, tail left tightens 50. Turn flat right. Right into turn, bad left narrows. Flat crest 100. Right straight, right into turn, bad left tightens. Flat crest, right, straight. Good right, slow left.
This is one of the fastest parts of Stage 2 west of Lisburn. Well, let's see the same section again from inside the Manta.
Flat right 50. Left 52, bad right tightens. 100. The braking. Easy left and K right tightens. Repeat, easy left and K right tightens. And slow right. Straight. Long and right tightens. Left 50. Flat right, mid left. Straight.
Bertie Fisher knows everything there is to know about these roads, and it shows. Midland's Penty Auricola is a previous winner in Ulster, but at this point he lies 7th. Austin McHale started at number 13 and moves up to 5th in just 3 stages. Young Stephen Finlay is going again after his first stage mishap, but his car is now having engine problems.
Mark took 3 seconds off us on the last stage. Sorry, 4 seconds, and we were equal on the second, and we took one off him on the first, so he's got a 3-second advantage at the moment, but it's obviously very, very early days. We're not really concerned. The Sierras obviously have a lot more power in terms of brake horsepower. They've got much more than the Mantas have, and those were fairly smooth stages, so I wasn't really surprised at all. I think though maybe when we come into the more bumpy stages, the Mantas might have an edge again, you know.
Bertie Fisher in the Alamac Manta now pulls back Lovell's 3-second advantage and takes the lead for the second time as they speed past historic Saul in County Down. Co-driver McNamee with the head down as he reads the vital pace notes for Penty Auricola. This crew, however, are complaining of brake problems. Austin McHale is staging a spectacular psychological recovery following his Donegal accident when he was overcome by petrol fumes. For Chris Miller,
I think we're 8 seconds in front now. We took quite a bit of time with Mark Lovell in the last stage, and we've got in front of him again. So,
What's the secret? Why have you suddenly gone so fast?
I don't really know. The stages are very, very fast. That stage was, I think, a little bit bumpier than some of the others, and maybe it's not just so good for the Sierra, I don't know.
they have had to change the gearbox in this car, but despite that setback, Russell Brooks is still in third place and in a very aggressive mood.
Right to mid-right tightens. Straight. K-right tightens. 50. Mid-left opens. Flat jump straight.
We have now moved into carbreaker country. In the foothills of the Mournes lies the notorious 13 miles of Hamilton's Folly stage. 13 miles which have been unlucky for many. These jumps can be lethal, particularly when they're obscured by dazzling sunlight.
Flat left straight. Flat left, low left is a turn, slow left.
Scotsman Andrew Wood went off on stage 5, then had a puncture on stage 6. He's lost a lot of time. Fisher and Fraser keep the power on at the top of the leaderboard, but the Manta loses its grip on some sand on stage 7, overshoots a junction, and costs them at least 15 seconds. As the cars head back to Belfast at the end of day 1, it's tight at the top. Mark Lovell has regained the lead, but only by seconds.
Well, you know, I don't think you need to be too worried, because there's one stage, obviously, down there in Skillen that I know probably better than most of the other guys, but apart from that one stage, you know, the rest of the rally is just the same as this part has been.
We're 11 seconds behind Lovell and 8 seconds behind Bertie, and that's a cough and a sneeze. So I think really the rally starts tomorrow.
The cars are locked up for the night, and Belfast goes about.
I think it's approximately around 45, 48 seconds, something like that. I'm not exactly sure.
So with a full day still to go, that's not too far, is it?
No, it's not too far, but Penty is, I think, is 12 seconds or 13 seconds behind us, and he's going to be going very quick in the morning, so we'll have to keep going, try and keep ahead of him anyway.
Bertie in turn has planned that these stages be a bonus for the Fermanagh crew in the Alamac Manta. He is now on his home stage, sponsored by Fisher Engineering, but it is to prove to be a humbling experience. Russell Brooks, by his own admission, is not on top form. However, this great driver can never be discounted. Austin McHale is having a fabulous drive. Just reward for Mick Eath and the rest of his crew for all that hard work. Penty's problems seem to be tyre-related. Although trying very hard indeed, he is losing places. It's that category. Andrew Wood in the GM Manta 400 is back in 8th, and obviously in a great hurry for his breakfast. In Ballinamallard, you're in the kingdom of Fisher, and the whole family has turned out to welcome the rally. Although it is still only 7 a.m, Bertie's wife Gladys has already cooked 500 breakfasts, ably assisted by Granny Fisher, who no doubt has reserved a special treat for her son Bertie, who is hungry to avenge the 21 seconds taken off him by Lovell on the run to Ballinamallard.
Yeah, mate.
Bertie, you're getting your breakfast on the job here, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What can you do about this man, Mark Lovell? He's taken quite a lump of time off you this morning.
I'm just about to get the mafia working on him, man.
You've got the local fan club. You're getting fueled up.
I'm fueled up.
He has been very quick this morning, hasn't he?
He's been going very, very well. No question about it. The stages have been quite fast this morning, and they're probably sitting in the extra power that he's got. But, you know, he's been going quickly right from the start, so...
As Ballinamallard disappears in the distance, Fisher and Fraser know time is running out, and they make a final attempt to break the domination of Lovell's Sierra. Russell Brooks has also started a charge, and it's the Mantas now setting the fastest times. Penty Auricola is using every inch of the road to improve on his 6th place. Austin McHale is one of only 2 drivers from the south of Ireland in the event, and ironically both he and Louise Nolan crashed on their last outing in Donegal. It's the start of stage 16 at Newton Stewart. The road is twisting and slippery, a real driver's nightmare, but Russell Brooks doesn't ease up for a second.
Left and mid-right. Bad right opens, farm. Gravel and mud, bad left. Right into bad right. Left 50. Black crest 50. Left into K left tightens, mud. Straight. Flat left. Long flat right and quick left over crest.
Bertie Fisher is going as hard as he dares. He's 3 seconds quicker than Lovell, but it's not enough to take back the lead.
Right and left, gravel, turn hairpin left.
Brooks continues to take a tidy line.
Black crest, left and right. 100 flat jump, maybe 100. Quick left opens.
On stage 17, Fisher is still flying, but Lovell gains another 7 seconds. It looks as though the Ulsterman may have to... Brooks looks secure in third. Austin McHale's good drive continues, he's fifth. Pentia Ricola gets it completely wrong at this bend. But he's not the only one.
Can't do a thing about it at this stage, Gary. It's really as I predicted earlier on. These stages up here are just far too fast for the Mantas. We don't have the top speed or the power really. And the last stage, for example, I tried everything I knew. I drove as hard as I dare, and he took 8 seconds off. So
2 stages left, and although the issue looks settled, nothing can be done. Bertie Fisher and Austin Fraser have driven the rally of their lives, and they now comfortably lead the Tarmac Championship. The amateurs have beaten the professionals, all except Lovell. Their second place is a tribute to Fisher's skills and Sydney Meek's preparation, but the Manta is now simply outdated. Austin McHale and Christy Farrell, third on the road and fourth in the rally, have again produced an outstanding performance from a private team. The rebuild since Donegal has been costly, but by Belfast it must seem worth it, as many international names are behind the Dublin pair. Pentia Ricola and Irish co-driver Ronan McNamee have not had a happy rally. A 5th place will be disappointing for the great Finn, but he still retains a slender chance of getting the Shell Oils Open Championship in the Isle of... Andrew Wood and John Meadows eventually make it up to 6th place. Savour these moments, because it is one of the last times you will see the Manta in international action. After 51 wins, it's sad that it has been humbled by a Group A car, but that's progress, or is it?